Alrighty, we're out here to do a repairability test. Today is December 9th. Customer's last name is Tanner. 3-tab roof was approved for repair. We're going to see if it's a repairable roof. Basically, if we have to replace a shingle, if we can replace a shingle without causing damage to any of the shingles around it, it's repairable. But if we replace a shingle and it causes damage to another shingle, then those shingles, damaged shingles, need to be replaced, meaning the roof is unrepairable, because if we replace the next one, it'll damage the next one, and so forth and so on. 3 items we're looking at. G is granule loss, T is tearing, and M is material transfer. Tools we're going to use, I'm going to use a hammer. I'm going to use a low profile pry bar. Try to minimize the possibility of damage. This line right here, this is the shingle that I'm going to replace. This shingle has a row of nails right in the middle of it that hold it down, but also this shingle that's above it has a row in the middle, and the nails that go in the middle of this also go into the top of this shingle. So we have to remove the nails in 2 rows. So the things we're looking for: granule loss. Rub my hand. There's really not much granule loss. We're kind of low light, it's hard to see, but there's really not much granule loss coming off these shingles. Obviously there's no tearing. And then material transfer. There's a mastic strip, an adhesive strip, that each shingle adheres to the one below it. These shingles, pry bar's not really going under them very much. They're adhered down pretty well. This one's up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to replace this shingle. So we've got to remove got to break the seal. Get under here and get to. Okay. So now all those nails are out, but see, even though this shingle isn't nailed in the center, I can't pull it out. It's not adhered because there's nails in the top of it. Break the seal on this one. So that shingle pulls out. Let's get these nails. Okay. Okay, so that shingle's out. So if we were doing an actual repair, we would have a new shingle to put in there. For this, we're doing a simulation of a repair. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the old shingle that we put in there. We're going to have to replace this anyway. So, okay, so we've got that out. Now, presume this was a new shingle. Slide the new shingle back in. Get it into place. And we have to. We got to nail the one that's above it back into place. Okay, so we've taken this one out, we've put it back in. If it was a new one, we would put that in. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at, yep, see there's granule loss now. You're not gonna be able to see it in this video, but there's more granule loss now. There was no tearing of the shingles, but the biggest thing is the mastic, this adhesive, around this way. This mastic strip here was on the front of this shingle. Now it's been transferred. This adhesive has now transferred to the back of this shingle. And so the material transfer, it's never going to seal down the same way again. I know I'm bending this up quite a ways, but just to show the example. So these shingles, see now they're loose. That mastic will never go back the way it was. It'll never be like kind quality. We would have to put some kind of a sealant. If we put a sealant under those shingles, it's not a repair, it becomes a maintenance issue. That sealant would have to be replaced every 7 years, causing more damage to the roof by foot traffic, as well as having to move those shingles every 7 years to try to replace that. Oh, there was, come here. There is some tearing here, a little here, a little bit here, but the main thing on it is going to be the material transfer. So if we look at it from a pass-fail issue, was there granule loss? Yes. Tearing? I'll just put a question mark. But the material transfer, yes, absolutely. Those shingles will never adhere down the way they originally were. So, based on them, we cannot replace a shingle without causing damage to the rest of the roof. And again, mainly that mastic issue, the mastic, the adhesive. Okay, and that's a wrap.